Bills Buccaneers on EA Sports. Tampa, Florida, the site for today's game.
We got a crossover conference game about to kick off here. Any thoughts before kickoff, Phil?
Well, these two teams don't know each other very well. So when you don't know the other team real well, you know what happens? You get surprised. A lot of big plays. This will be fun to watch.
We're underway here.
He's got a chance to return this one.
And the tackle's made right around the 25-yard line. Winston's got two tight ends on the field for this snap.
Look at the signals. The D-line is all shifting down inside. They're expecting a run right up the middle.
He's turning ahead. Coleman's there to make the stop. And now we'll look at the Buccaneers offense. This season they rank towards the bottom of the league in rushing yards per game.
That last running play was good for only a yard, so it's 2nd down and 9. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one.
The Buccaneers come out in the pistol.
They need to get the play off.
And it's batted down. Now a look at the Bills defense. This is a defensive unit that does not allow much at all. This is a very proud, hungry, and angry defensive unit. Martin lines up in the backfield.
They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
Evans got the catch and the first. Can you believe how steady and reliable this guy is?
He is. What's the phrase for it? He is money, Jim Nantz. Man, he pays off every single time. You throw the football near him, he'll make the catch. I think these linebackers are moving around because they're going to try to blitz the quarterback.
Doug Martin keeps his legs moving. Martin left side. And that's a gain of maybe 5. And that's the type of run I think this offense would take all game long, Phil.
Oh, would they ever? They would love this. This is showing your dominance here. The offensive line doing a good job, but also a solid job by the running back picking up some good yards.
Second down following the run.
This has got to be a blitz. Look how everybody's crowding the line of scrimmage.
Winston's going to be in the pistol here.
Play clock's running down.
Martin's got it again.
And they get to him at the 45. Third down on the way.
The Buccaneers lined up, bunch formation.
And it's spotted away.
Good play that time by the defender. He read the quarterback, got in position, and knocked that pass away on 3rd down.
The Buccaneers will punt the football away.
This will bounce into the end zone for a touchback.
Oh, look at that. The defensive line shifted over to the left.
Secures it with 2 hands.
Room to work. going to take it the distance.
What a nice throw and catch that time, but here it just shows you why you want to have a lot of speed on the defensive side. So when you make a mistake, what do? You make up for it by chasing the player down from behind and making the tackle.
The Bills now inside the 20. A week ago, they converted time and time again inside the red zone. First and goal from the 5. And Williams is met after a gain of 3. Here's the Bills offense. Last week, they never turned the football over once.
When linebackers move around like this, you know what it means? Nothing.
Takes it across. It is a touchdown.
And they've got a lead for themselves midway through the first thanks to that touchdown.
Yeah, it was a good drive that time. It had a little bit of everything in it, and it just gives you tremendous confidence as here we are halfway through the first quarter. Now you put the pressure on the other team.
Dan Carpenter readying his team for the kickoff.
Steps up and fields it at the 2. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. The Buccaneers bring in an extra tight end for this play. The Buccaneers have it at the 24. It's Jalen Strong with the catch. That's a gain of 10. That's his first reception today.
That's a really good throw and catch, and they get the first down, Jim. That's what you want to do. Pick up that first down. Now you give your offense 3 more opportunities. The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
Looking long. Nice catch.
When you can throw the football that high, that accurate, and man, it is beautiful. Right on the target. Nice catch. What a play.
Just 33 yards to go to the end zone.
The play clock's running down. First down following the long play.
Martin up the middle.
That leads us to second down. Looking across the middle.
Had it for a moment, but the ball is knocked out, incomplete.
This man was put on this defense for this reason alone. Make the big hits. Give your team some momentum and also put a little fear in the offensive players when they get the football.
The offense needs 9 here on third down after that incompletion. 3rd and 9 is the call.
He'll stand back beyond the center in the gun. The Buccaneers now move the chains. Martin is in the backfield. First down at the 16. Brown's there to take him down.
Martin's never able to build up that power that he has as a running back when there's nowhere to go. Hey, there's nowhere to go. That's a short game.
Quarters formation here for the defense.
Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
And that's Williams, who almost had the interception.
Gets tight down here in the red zone. So if you're a defender, read the quarterback. If you make a quick break on the football, hey, you get in a position like this, and you can knock it down.
The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive.
Let's go.
3rd and 7. It's Strong who comes down with it.
And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down.
This team, one of the better tackling teams in the NFL, and they play the situation perfectly. They give up the short completion. They come up and make the tackle. Now we have a 4th down.
With almost an entire quarter in the books, they at least have a field goal to brag about.
Jim, it's kind of like a round of golf. You know a lot about that. Sometimes you don't birdie or par the first couple holes, but it's a long contest. It's a long game, and I think they got their confidence going with that field goal.
The Bills offense preparing to get this drive underway. Their last possession ended in a touchdown. Phil, let's see if they can do it again.
Very well done. Loved what I saw out there on the offense the last time. They mixed it up, and they showed a lot of confidence. You can see the speed of the football team and try to duplicate what they just did.
We'll have one more play before the quarter expires. It's intercepted!
And he's brought to the ground. We're now about to begin quarter number 2. And how much pressure do you think these offenses are feeling right now to open this game up, partner?
Jim, I'm going to go back to when I played. The longer you go in a game without having success, I think it makes you tighter and you lose confidence on the offensive side. So they need something here to get them off to a quick start and get them feeling good.
And the second quarter is underway with this snap.
Could have been intercepted.
At the 30-yard line. Here comes the snap.
Look at the linebackers moving around. They're trying to confuse the quarterback.
Doug Martin with the grab.
Well, it doesn't get much worse than this, does it? You're losing the football game. Now you're looking at 3rd and long. And, look, there are no miracles in the NFL. I'll tell you that. So be smart. If the play is not there, don't force it. Dump it off and wait for the next time you get it.
The Buccaneers will set up. The 20 is the first down line. And it's knocked down.
The Buccaneers really don't have much of a chance of picking up this first down. It's 3rd and long. Of course, the defense is looking for passes down the field. They're all over everything, and the pass goes incomplete.
No good. No good. Unable to chip away at the lead early in the second quarter.
Yeah, and now it's time. Hey, they missed the field goal. Get over it. Defense, go out there, get it done, and put your offense right back on the field.
The Bills now coming to the line. Been a closely contested game so far. The score's 7-3. And it's batted down. The Bills from the 37. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. The Bills are at the line, facing third down, which was not an issue for them last week as they converted a number of times in crucial situations. Unable to complete that one, and that's a very quick 3 and out. The Bills will punt it. The Bills had a fourth down play coming up, but want to be sure about what they want to do here, so they burn a timeout. The Bills decide they will punt the football. That's a touchback, and the ball will be spotted at the 20. Martin's in the backfield. Single back set. First down at the 20. And Evans has got it. On a pass, had some heat on it. First down here. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Here's the handoff to Doug Martin. A gain of 6.
Always good to have these types of runs. Hey, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
2nd and 4 following the run. They'll go ground. Breaks out of the tackle. Tackle made by Ray that time. Third and 2. Martin has the reception.
Well, the quarterback showed off his arm strength that time, didn't he? He put the football right on the money, on a line, right into the receiver's hands.
Here they come to the 41-yard line. Corners formation here for the defense. First down at the 41. Safarian Jenkins makes the grab. That's his first reception today.
Safarian Jenkins is one of the best in the NFL when it comes to running routes towards the sideline. That time he gets out there and he puts that inside foot into the ground, breaks outside. The throw is on target. Good solid game, just short of that first down marker.
Winston's completion percentage, 60% on the day. 2nd down, 4 to go. The catch is made by Strong. Touchdown. What a play. What a run.
It was a short route by the receiver. He catches it, goes all the way down the field, and scores a touchdown. And the quarterback looks at the coach and goes, hey, it was a heck of a throw.
Players from both sides making an appeal, but the officials saw it on the defense. The Buccaneers getting set for the extra point. And the point after is good. The Bills are ready to return the kickoff. Goodwin's got a chance to return this one. And he runs it out to about the 27 before he's taken down. The Bills' offense is on the field, hoping to erase the memory of their last drive, which was completely unproductive, a quick 3 and out.
Yeah, it was. I don't know if they can erase this defense. This defense is pretty good. We saw that in the last drive, and they got good players, and they're pretty excited, so this is going to be tough on the offense.
Taylor's lined up, no extra blockers for this snap. First down at the 27. The Bills get a first down. That's his first reception today.
I don't know what the answer is when it comes to guarding these tight ends now. There's just not much you can do. I'll tell you the best way to stop the tight end, rush the quarterback.
First down here after the completion. Here's the handoff. Picks up about 5.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
And it's now 2nd down and 5 after running it on 1st down.
The Buccaneers will come out in the dime. Taylor's back in shotgun formation.
He's drilled as he throws. Now looking at 3rd down. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one.
Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
He'll throw it over the middle.
Good job by the defense, staying in the right spots. They give up the short pass, they make the tackle, and now we have 4th down coming up.
Warning.
The Bills will go for it here on 4th down and a short yardage situation. Fullback takes the handoff. What will be the mental makeup of this team after the half, Phil, as that 4th down attempt goes against them?
Well, I think they're all going to go in halftime, and you know what, Jim? They're going to be mad about one thing. They're going to be mad at the coach because he's the one that decided to go for it on 4th down. It could come back and be one of the big plays of the game.
Doug Martin with the grab. Brown's there that time for the tackle. The Buccaneers are looking good so far, Phil, and a lot of that has to do with the passing game. Winston's been in rhythm so far today.
He has been in rhythm. He is hot. Some days, Jim, when you warm up, you know you have it, and that's what happened to this guy today. When he was warming up, he had it, and he has it again.
On the way, 3rd down.
Not surprised at all to see this hurry-up offense in a situation like this. In the NFL now, you got to be the aggressor. And this offense is definitely being the aggressor.
Coming to the line at the 25.
Now he's going to change the play, and look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
The Buccaneers will take the snap from the 25. Got hit on release.
When you see this cover 2 defense as a quarterback, you got to know where to throw the football. That time he did not make a good decision. You got to throw it sometimes deep down the middle. The safeties are not there. They're outside. He did not take advantage of that coverage that time.
Martin lines up in the backfield. The Buccaneers will take the snap from the 25. The Bills use another timeout here, and they have 1 left.
Third down.
The Bills defense now is going to go nickel.
When you see linebackers moving like this, they're trying to confuse the offensive line.
The Buccaneers face fourth down, but want to take a timeout before they snap the football.
Going for it on fourth down.
And he'll take the snap and plow ahead.
First down by the offense in the red zone, and, you know, if you're on the defensive side, you don't have to worry about deep passes anymore. You can be more aggressive and take some chances.
Coming to the line at the 15-yard line. Martin is in the backfield. First down at the 15.
Tampa in the end zone for the touchdown.
He's caught his 7th touchdown pass of the season.
The Buccaneers getting set for the extra point.
Driving extra point is good.
The Bills are ready to return the kickoff.
And Davis is going to start his return. And that return ends rather quietly short of the 20. Let's mark him at the 16.
Look at that. The defensive line, now they're all spreading out.
The corners step back.
First down at the 16.
Scanning the field.
Intercepted.
Nice job of the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
The Buccaneers offense looks unstoppable. Touchdown drives the last 2 times they've had it. Here they go again, Phil.
Yeah, they've been very good, Jim. They're taking advantage of situations and scoring touchdowns, and we know that's what you must do. If you don't get these touchdowns, what happens later in the game, it always comes back to bite you.
First down at the 24. Martin
breaks free, has some space to work with.
He'll pick up 7 this time. We've reached halftime, and we'll be sending it back to our studio and Larry Ridley as we continue with the NFL on EA Sports. With this kick, the second half is underway.
That'll be a touchback, and the ball will be placed at the 20.
The Bills offense trots out onto the field, looking to get into the end zone and see if they can turn the tide in this one, partner.
Well, the fact that they are losing this game so far, the sense of urgency is there on the offensive side. You know, you have many plays in that playbook. I think they need to try a few different ones here in the second half. When you're behind in a football game, all you can do on the offensive side is just go out there and thinking about making plays and picking up first downs. Good job by the offense.
First down at the 32. Catch made.
Quarterback should have never thrown at that time. Even though he completes the pass, he should have seen the defense was right there. A loss of a couple yards.
Loss of a couple that time.
That's second down coming up.
Snapping out of the gun.
Scans the field. And now they'll be on the other side of the 50 after this play.
That's an excellent job by the quarterback, getting a few yards there with the run. You know, when you play against him, of course, anytime he drops back to pass, you've got to be alert for the run.
Now first and 10.
Gets the handle here.
Brought down at the 41-yard line.
If you want to run the football with success, you're going to have plays like this where they pick up very little yardage. Don't listen to the fans. Keep running it, and it'll work.
Second and 7 on the way.
The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
Got the completion.
And he's tackled at the 34-yard line.
The Bills, that time, they can't get big yards, but the throw and catch picks up a few, and his third down's much easier with this situation.
Third down now. Incomplete. The hit jarred the ball loose.
The Bills will second-guess that play call. That time on third short, they throw the football. Everybody thought they were going to run it. They were trying to be too clever, and it backfired. Now it's fourth down.
The offense back out on the field here for this fourth and short play.
The Bills have it at the 34. A nice, no one's going to get him now. Taking it all the way home for the touchdown.
Nothing like it for a quarterback, I'll tell you that. I loved it. Throw a little short pass and just root your guy on and watch him score a touchdown. Pretty exciting stuff.
Dan Carpenter readying his team for the kickoff.
Catches it at the 2 and starts his return.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line.
That return's good for about 18. The Buccaneers offense takes the field. Let's see if this momentum can carry over from the first half, because they have been brilliant to this point, partner.
Yeah, a lot of things changed in that locker room at halftime. You know, you might feel good about what you've done. Of course, you got to realize the defense might be upset and is willing to come out here and take more chances in the second half. That's what you want to do. Get a first down while you're on top and keep that clock moving and just controlling the football game. Good job by the offense managing things so far here today. When you see linebackers like this shifting, they're trying to confuse the quarterback. The Buccaneers are really a true football team. Their defense, we know it's good. They don't want to just rely on it. The offense, nice job picking up that first down, eat the clock up, keep the pace of the game on your side. Small lead here in the second half. That was a good job.
Handoff made. Brooks there to take him down.
You're running back in this league and you pick up first downs and you don't fumble the football, I promise you one thing, you're going to get more carries. Jim, the offensive coordinator, has done a terrific job so far here today. He's got his team winning. You're in the red zone. Let's see how clever he's going to be on this call.
First and 10. Martin's going to run with it now. Takes it the distance for the touchdown. At this point in the game, midway through the third, that touchdown has them on the brink of putting this game away.
Man, they're starting to put their mark on this game, Jim, and you just got to be careful. Don't let it get away from you right here. Find a way to go out there and score on the offensive side and get back into this football game.
And a touchback here will bring the ball out to the 20. The Bills offense taking the field again. They got everything they could out of that last possession, Phil. A solid touchdown drive.
Yeah, what a productive day so far for the offense. They're mixing it up well. They got confidence. The quarterback's throwing it well. This is a very good game so far.
The Bills come to the line with a bunch set.
Look at the defensive line. Everybody's spreading out. I think they're going to try to pressure the quarterback.
On the money. A foot race to the end zone. The 20, the 10, in stride, and he's home for the touchdown. And they've taken a chunk out of the lead with that touchdown midway through the third quarter and suddenly right back in it.
Yeah, they needed that touchdown. There's no question about it. Now the defensive coaches, you need to go out there and give your players something new. Try to catch the offense off guard so you can take the lead in this football game.
And he'll start his return. And he runs it out to about the 27 before he's taken down. The Buccaneers offense preparing to get this drive underway. Their last drive actually ended in a touchdown, Phil. We'll see if they still have it in them to issue a repeat performance.
Well, what you saw in that last drive was everything just came together perfectly for him. The experience of the football team, the talent of the players, and the coaches helped them out. They got it done.
Second down here after that run play. Winston's lining up in the pistol. Austin Seferian-Jenkins has the catch. Setting up now at the 45. Here's the first snap after the big play. Martin's lined up in a single back formation.
Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals. Well, you want to put all the pressure on the quarterback to make really good throws down the field. Play tight man-to-man coverage. It takes perfect throws to get completions. Not there that time.
At the 45-yard line. Second down and 10. Seferian-Jenkins makes the grab. Third catch today so far. The Buccaneers have created chances for themselves in the passing attack today. Winston's had a huge performance in this one.
When you talk about creating opportunities, that's where you have to give credit to the coaching staff. They have helped the players. The play designs have been good, and the players are taking advantage of it.
Coming to the line at the 30. Quarters formation here for the defense. First down at the 30. Vincent Ray takes down the quarterback.
That's what all defensive coordinators love to see, when they don't have to blitz and one of their defensive linemen gets a sack without any blitzing.
Loss of 3 on the play. Second down here. Winston's alone in the backfield. From the shotgun. And that's Burner, who almost comes away with a pick.
Great situation to be in for the defense right here. It's third long, and even though their team is losing the game, you could get after the quarterback and hope you can find a way to force a turnover.
Third and 13. Throws the pass. There's the offense picking up another first down on third down.
Well, he's got talent. This receiver can make the catches when you throw it his way. And I think his talent, the way offenses are designed, and the rules of the NFL, it makes guys like him almost unstoppable.
The Buccaneers are still in possession as we get this final quarter underway. The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. He'll take the snap, the first here in the fourth quarter.
Martin's brought down after picking up 6 on this play.
The offense is so close right here. They just need to show a little power and punch this in the end zone and get that touchdown.
The football sits at the 3. Second and goal from the 3. Martin has the reception. Williams is in on the tackle.
Jim, I love these situations. Third and goal, what are they going to call? They're going to run the football, they're going to go with a pass, and if it is a pass, I would look for something quick.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go!
Third and goal from the 3. What a hit, and the ball falls incomplete.
The Buccaneers know to win in the NFL, you got to pick up third downs. It doesn't matter how you do it. Third and short, they go with the pass. Not executed very well. Now it's fourth down. Yeah, that was a good job that time by the defense. They were bending. They did not break, and all they did was give up a field goal.
He'll have a chance to take off. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. The Bills on a quest for their third straight scoring drive here, Phil. They've been having their way with that defense on these last few possessions.
Well, let me say this, Jim, it's not that easy to score points in the NFL, not the way they're making it look, and they're confident, they look like they're fast, they're fresh, they're rested. It's been fun to watch.
First down at the 24. Toss play.
Look what the defensive line is doing. They're all pinching down inside. They're expecting a run.
Looking across the middle, and he's able to get out to the 34-yard line.
That's what you call a bullet pass. Very little space to throw the football into, but he gets it done. A lot of velocity, right on target.
Taylor's completion percentage, 60% on the day. At the 34, 66 yards from pay dirt. The Bills now move the chains.
The Bills did a good job that time picking up the first down. Let's look at the situation. You're behind the second half. You keep looking to pick up those first downs, and, you get enough of them. What does it do? Pretty simple. It leads to a score.
Taylor's now completed 4 in a row. First down at the 39. They break through. Tackle it behind the line.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on first down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
The Buccaneers defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. Second down and 11. The reception by Sammy Watkins. Gains 20.
There has been good pass protection for the quarterback all day long. He has not been sacked much, and he throws it there and gets another completion.
Playing press coverage to the outside.
The defensive line, they're all talking. They're all shifting to the right.
Breaks free. Gains 17.
Big first down by the offense that time. Here in the second half, they're losing a close game, and you get that first down. It just gives you confidence. It opens up the playbook, and it just gives you a better chance of going down the field and getting the score.
The Bills snap it at the 26. Watkins ends up being the target and the receiver. That's reception number 2 for him. That is how you draw it up, isn't it, Phil?
Oh, man, a quarterback loves guys that can make catches like this, and they're just so strong. They know how to zero in. They never lose concentration, and you never see him drop a pass.
First and goal, they'll go ground. Clemens is the one who brings them to the ground.
The Buccaneers defense, they got backed up in their own red zone, but you know what? They came through that time. There's a run play. They were waiting for it, and they stopped the offense for a very short gain.
Second and goal from the 4. Here's the quick toss. A tackle behind the line.
When you get third and goal, a lot of times it just comes down to who's willing to fight the hardest. We'll find out here in a second.
About to snap it for the 9th play of the drive. This game is not over, but the quarterback knows that time is short, and his team must do something in a hurry. Breaks the plane. Touchdown.
Good job that time by the defense. They cover the receivers. Nobody's open, but who's watching the quarterback? Nobody. Good scramble for the touchdown by the QB.
An extra point is good. Dan Carpenter readying his team for the kickoff. They'll take it at the 20. The Buccaneers really have this offense cranking, Phil. They've scored on their last 2 series.
You know what we see now in the NFL, so many different ways to move an offense, screens, run plays, power plays, trick plays. Right now, everything working on the offensive side.
Doug Martin with the grab. Gains 12.
The Buccaneers, good job that time moving the chains, picking up that first down. And, Jim, of course, there's no time to panic in a situation like this. I think they know that. It's in the second half. You're down just a few points. Just keep looking for ways to get another first down, and that'll serve your team well. Defensive coordinators love this. When they can sack the quarterback without taking any chances. That time they just send the front 4. They get the sack, and they didn't even blitz.
Loss of 3 on the play. Second down coming up. Time, obviously, a factor the rest of the way. Second and 13. Intercepted. That brings the play to an end. Winston's has got to be hanging his head after that series. Here he was attempting the last gasp heroics, trying to take him down to win the game. Instead, he throws the interception.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you cannot be afraid to fail. And that's how he acted on the field that time. He was aggressive in his decisions. He was trying to win the game, and it just didn't work out.
The Bills won in a runaway last week, Phil, and now they're going to try to win one that's going to come down to the wire.
I think all the teams in the league know when you're sharp, you're going to win the games, and that's the easy way to win. But can you find a way to win when your football team is not as sharp? We're going to find out.
First down, offense readying for the snap.
Here we go. Plan 38. Flex round. Flex round.
The Bills from the 22. They'll run it off the toss. And picks up about 3.
Yeah, I love situations like this. This is when I was at my best, getting in the huddle and telling everybody all the things. Put 2 hands on the football. Don't anybody jump off sides. Don't take any chances. And most of all, stay in bounds.
Second down and 7. To the ground. Good for only a yard.
Well, this is not a surprise, Jim. This is what you do. You run the football, you play the clock. This is called managing the game, and it's all up to the head coach getting this done.
Coming to the line at the 18. The Bills will set up. The 12 is the first down line. 3rd and 5. Man, intercepted. He's brought down. 4th down is on the way, and to the surprise of no one in this stadium, they're going for it.
Yep, and you know who's going to win this battle? The toughest, most physical team. That's what the NFL is all about.
First down. Pressure on every snap now. Winston's got it in the gun. Evans there to catch the ball to have a lot of heat on it. The Buccaneers call a timeout and are left now with only one. The Buccaneers head to the line. They've got one timeout left here in the fourth quarter. The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Look at that concentration as he makes the grab.
And they're going to call a timeout here to stop the clock.
Now on first down, every snap crucial the rest of the way. That long gain sets them up here on this play. Had it for just a second, but then it came out on contact.
You might as well catch it because you're going to take the big hit no matter what. That time, the receiver lets the ball go because he was worried about the defender making the hit.
The Buccaneers get ready to snap the football. They must be careful. They have no timeouts to play with. The Buccaneers have it at the 34. And Evans is going to pull in the bullet pass.
Well, when you see a play like this by the offensive player, that is a great reflection on the coach. You can tell they've gone over these situations. When you're fighting the clock and you can get out of bounds, get it done. Good job by the offensive player there.
Set now. The game on the line right here. And it's good. With almost no time left on the clock, they may have just locked up the win with that kick.
The Bills are ready to return the kickoff.
Well, when you get points, it's never a bad thing. That is for sure. Good job by the field goal kicker that time. Nice job by the offense moving the football down the field.
Goodwin's got it. I'm sure it doesn't get much better than that for a kicker. The game winner at the end.
Nah, that's what they live for, Jim. That's what you sit in bed at night and dream about. Kicking the game-winning field goal. Happened here today. What a great moment for him.
For Phil Simms and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nance saying so long for now.